Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to talk about the gold and silver market. As I film this, gold sits at an all-time high of over $2,700 per ounce, and silver is up over $32 an ounce. What is going on? Well, we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about traffic in the shop, what customers are thinking, what they're saying about the current metals market, and what are they buying and what are they selling? Those are always questions people want to know the answers to. And we'll give you an update on our upcoming flash sales the rest of the month and talk about a great fundraiser that we're doing for a local family in need as well. Be sure to stick around. Hey everyone, so first we'll talk about gold and silver prices. I officially started in this business in 2014 when my dad and I decided we were going to incorporate and become an official business that deals in precious metals and coins. I tell you what, since that day, 10 years ago, gold has more than doubled in value and silver has just about doubled in value. Wow. Talk about pretty big gains over the course of a 10-year period. Were you stacking back in 2014? I know I was, but I was also buying in 2011 when silver was almost $50 an ounce. So cost averaging, folks, cost averaging. But we'll talk about gold and silver right now. As I film this, gold sits at $2,718.70. That's the Kitco Ask gold price. We're looking at about 9:30 a.m. Central Time on Friday, October 18th. Wow. You know, I'm not shocked, quite honestly, and I've talked about it in videos that have led up to this, that I believe gold and silver both are going to continue to be extremely volatile with what's going on in the world geopolitically and economically. There's just so many forces at play, so many things going on, and I could dedicate a video series to it probably, talking about all the forces that tug and pull at precious metal prices, but that's not what this video is for. We'll just kind of give a general idea. And silver, at the same token, is up. Actually today, in terms of percentage, silver is up 3 times more than gold today versus yesterday and sits at $32.65 per ounce. So as I hearken back in the beginning of this video, when I first started this in 2014, before I had a coin shop, before I had a loyal customer base, I was just trying to establish myself as somebody that you could come to buy and sell precious metals and coins. I used to set up at flea markets around Minot. We had about 6 per year. It was a 2-day weekend, and that's where I did a good share of my business the first year or two. After that, it became word of mouth referrals and things like that. But anyway, hearkening back to that, I remember some of our earliest flea markets when I would print out price sheets for what we were charging for items. And I remember silver, there was a flea market where I was selling ounces of silver for under $16 per ounce. That was out the door cost with premium, under $16 an ounce. And I remember telling customers that as they would walk by, wow, I have never, ever sold silver this cheaply. Ever. Yet it was a slow weekend. And that's what happens, folks, as metals prices get suppressed and get low, so does customer excitement and customer sentiment. People lose faith that it's a good investment. Wow, we're in an opposite situation now, aren't we? Both gold and silver continue to charge higher and higher. Gold setting all-time high after all-time high after all-time high. When's it going to stop? That's what people ask. Boy, tricky question to answer, and I'm not going to give you a pinpointed answer because I don't know. Frankly, nobody knows. But what I can tell you is gold and silver will continue to be quite volatile. We're less than 3 weeks away from our presidential election. It's going to continue to be volatile. There's continued unrest in several parts of the world, both the Ukraine, the Middle East, Eastern Asia. There's a lot of stuff going on. If a huge war breaks out, which arguably we're in the middle of now, it's just U.S. doesn't have necessarily direct involvement. We're not going to talk politics, but technically the U.S. is involved in all the wars because we are funding both sides in many cases. Long story short, metals are going to continue to be volatile. Metals are viewed typically by investors as a safe haven in times of uncertainty and unrest. So if we get a major war that breaks out, or we get election results that are contrary to what we think is going to happen, you're going to see big swings in metals, probably continued for the positive, meaning prices are going to continue to go up. At the same time, things like the stock market, real estate market, in those situations, typically those values go down. I don't know how real estate prices are in your area, but in Little Minot, North Dakota, prices are quite high. But I have several realtor friends who are customers in this shop, and when they come in, I tend to pick their brain. How is the local market? What they always tell me, not that prices are too high and nobody's buying at these ridiculously high interest rates right now. What they're telling me is there's not enough inventory. We need more houses. So, in my particular part of the world, I don't think we're going to see the bubble pop as quickly as we may in some metropolitan areas where the opposite is true, where buying has stagnated. New homeowners, not even new homeowners, but homeowners in general, aren't purchasing new homes. Not the case in my part of the world, but kind of veered off topic there, but I don't think the real estate market in my area is going to pop anytime real soon, but I think overall something's got to give. I think there's going to be great opportunity, both in metals as we're seeing it now. Boy, if you started stacking a year ago, wow, you're way ahead. You're way ahead in both gold and silver. So congrats to you. And I think as part of this channel and many other channels on YouTube, I can name Silver Seeker. I would consider him a friend of mine. He's really helped kind of launch exposure for my own channel and my own business, and I appreciate that dearly. But it's channels like his that have kind of paved the way for all us other channels and have created a community on YouTube where people can get opinions, get insight on gold and silver markets, on precious metals investing. And I know for a fact that just from some of my customers that they've told me, they started stacking metal because of people they listened to on YouTube. So that community is directly responsible for increasing some people's wealth. And I think that's awesome and amazing, because I truly believe the more people that invest in precious metals, the more people that hold these precious metals, the better off we definitely will all be in the long run. So I always say I'll leave with this. Video's not over. We'll talk about a couple more things, but people always ask me, why do you buy gold and silver? Well, I buy it because I'm preparing for a chaotic world. I'm preparing for the worst, but I'm praying that it doesn't happen. So much like almost anything, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And gold and silver both, over time, true and true, have proven to protect your purchasing power. In fact, before I sat down to film this video, I was just listening to music on YouTube in my office here at the coin shop. I'm closed today. I'm actually going to be going out of town here shortly, but I wanted to film a video quick. So I was listening to music and a commercial came on. And a gentleman on the commercial talked about how a 400-ounce bar of gold in the 1920s could buy a single-family home. But so could $8,400 cash, which is what that 400-ounce gold bar was worth at the time. Flash forward 100 years into the 2020s, if you had cash, that $8,000 can't even buy you a beat-down Winnebago. But if you had that 400-ounce gold bar, you have over $1 million that you could purchase a pretty nice home with. So there's just one of many examples we can list where gold and silver both, their job really is to protect your purchasing power and to protect your wealth. So if you've been able to do that and you've been able to continue to stack, kudos to you. I think that's awesome. I'm continuing to stack too. So what have customers been buying in the shop? Well, as you probably would have guessed, gold. Gold is as popular as ever. There's a lot of new people coming in, a lot of repeat customers that are continually coming in to add gold to their stack. That always happens when gold or silver get to all-time highs. They get the attention in the media. More people tend to gravitate towards that metal. But I always encourage people, don't sleep on silver. If we look back about a year, both gold and silver have nearly identical gains of now, I think, over 50%. So that's awesome. But silver kind of gets no love, I guess, in the media. So I'm a silver guy. You know, I Minot, Coin and Bullion, both my dad and I, big silver guys. We own some gold, yes, but we're big believers in silver. So having said that, silver is still selling really well in the shop, you know, on a per ounce basis, of course. And honestly, I think it's real close neck and neck in terms of a dollar basis. Silver's right there with gold. So it's not like silver isn't selling. Silver is selling really well because it's more affordable to the masses. What I have found is a lot of customers are coming in asking questions about gold. And there's a lot of customers lately that have wanted to swap their silver that they've slowly stacked and slowly accumulated into an ounce of gold. Okay, because they maybe couldn't afford to buy an ounce, you know, in one purchase. But now they can afford to trade their silver into gold. I'll happily do that for customers. I've had several inquiries this week alone. Although if it were me, I would hold on to my silver. But that's just me. Customers in general that are coming into the shop, we talk about world events all the time, and I've touched on that before. We have pretty deep conversations some days about what's going on. But, you know, from our perspective, I'm talking, you know, an American citizen perspective, you know, changes are going to happen in our economic system, in government. You know, we're going down a path right now that's not necessarily going to end well for a lot of reasons. So there's a lot of like-minded people in here that are coming in to purchase precious metals for that very reason, just because we believe the dollar is in trouble, the US dollar. There's many believe that it's already failed, but it hasn't. Let's be honest, you're still paying all of your bills in our fiat US dollar, and as long as that continues, you're going to need to hold dollars. But whatever dollars you feel you can safely put towards owning real money, like you have on this tray here, I encourage you to do so. So what else? Oh, lastly, we had a great flash sale yesterday. If you were able to participate, that's amazing. We sold about 1,700 ounces of secondary silver for 50 cents over spot. Thanks to a little bit of a spot price bump throughout the day, we were able to raise, just from the flash sale of the silver, over $900 for Callan's family. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll flash up a photo here. Callan is a young man who is struggling with a rare medical disease. He's facing his 13th neurosurgery in December of this year, and his family is financially strapped to the max. I mean, they've had to pay out of pocket for so much of this because it's out of network, not covered by traditional insurance. So I reached out to this family, and we're doing what we can to help fundraise for them so they can be able to afford an upfront cost in order to go forward with his surgery coming up in December. But anyway, we were able to raise over $900 yesterday alone to the family, plus through the generosity of people in the shop and people that watch my YouTube channel, over $440 also were donated to the family just as additional donations. So what a great outpouring of support from the public. We appreciate that so much. So just wanted to keep you updated on that. We are going to do 2 more flash sales this month, with all of the profits going to benefit the Dockter family in order to help cover Callan's surgery and their medical and travel expenses as that comes up here in the next couple of months. And also, we are holding a silent auction where 100% of the proceeds are going to benefit Callan's family. More info is going to be coming up on that, but we're going to have a lot of bullion and numismatic items that are donated both from customers that I have here in the shop. I've already received some donations, and some from Minot Coin and Bullion. And we're going to have some items to bid on, and some local gift cards and gift baskets and things like that. So that will be available to you all watching this video right now. So I'll probably do a whole video just on the items we have up for silent auction, and know that if you bid and you win, all of that money is going to go help the cause. So I appreciate you all for tuning in. If you liked anything in this video or have any comments, please drop them down below. Anything you do to engage in this video helps get it in the algorithm and helps get it out to more and more people. And we are an information first channel, and we want to get the information out to everybody. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. It doesn't cost a thing. We've passed over 12,000 subscribers, and I'm so thrilled, and I'm so blessed, and I appreciate you all. It's been quite a journey from a you know, less than 2 years, we've grown to 12,000 subscribers, which I never would have thought was possible. But it's made possible because of you all. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll do another video coming soon. You all have a great day.